Canada's Foreign Minister Mélanie Joly, and I never want to say that anyone in particular is the dumbest cabinet minister, because that is unfair to Seamus O'Regan. It's unfair to Stephen Guilbeault. It's unfair to Yara Sachs. And frankly, it's unfair to the boss, Justin Trudeau. For me to say that Mélanie Joly is the dumbest cabinet minister, that is not fair. There are dumber cabinet ministers. So I'm not going to say that. But let me read my tweet and then we'll click to the link underneath it. Trudeau goes all in for Hamas. Canadian Foreign Minister Mélanie Joly says Israel should negotiate with Hamas at, quote, a negotiating table where there are Israelis, Hamas, and Qatar, which is present as a moderator. Click on the link there. Click on the image to show I'm not making that up. It's a real story. In the Toronto Star, Canada agrees on need to work for a ceasefire in Israel-Hamas war, Mélanie Joly says. And that's where I took the quote from. She wants a détente. That's the word she uses. She wants a détente with Hamas. She wants to hey, can you sit things down with Hamas and just work things out? Come on, guys. Will both sides sit at the table? Groups clash. You had two groups clashing. You know, neither was better than the other. It was just groups clashing again. You know how that is. It's like the Bloods and the Crips. They're both just need to, you know, join a midnight basketball league or something and everything will be fine. Can we just talk this out, you guys? Unbelievable. Well, completely believable. I mean, when you say that Hamas and Israel are morally equivalent and let's split the difference, let's find a compromise. Hamas says kill all the Jews. I don't know, maybe we can split the difference and they'll only kill half the Jews. Hamas says from the river to the sea. Maybe they'll let a few Jews survive for now. Like, who would say that? Is that official government of Canada policy? So far, I haven't seen Justin Trudeau rebuke it, but that's my point. When you have Adil Charkawi, who's an extremist Muslim imam, giving a huge sermon to 10,000 Muslims on the streets of Montreal, standing on a rooftop, calling for jihad, and the police say, boy, we're looking at things, we're analyzing the speech. Seriously, would you, yeah, there he is right there, the man who led a street full of cheering Montrealers in prayer to kill them all. Adil Charkawi has been linked by allegations and investigations to extremist groups ranging from Al-Qaeda to ISIS. I don't care about his links. The guy himself was really, look at the size of that. Show the fullness of that photo there. Look at the number of people. He was on a rooftop preaching to thousands. Do we have the clip of that one guy saying Amin, Amin to him? You know, let's play that again. I think we showed that the other day. He was saying kill them all. So again, he wasn't saying, excuse me, I have a point of view that's slightly different from the state of Israel. I think we should draw this border here, and I think we should negotiate. He wasn't saying that. He was saying, kill the Jews, kill the Jews, kill them all. Let's take a listen.
آمين اللهم عليك بأعداء أهل غزة آمين اللهم احصهم عددا آمين اقتلهم بددا آمين لا تذر منهم أحدا آمين اللهم إنهم لا يعجزونك آمين اللهم عليك بالصهاينة المعتدين آمين اللهم عليك بأعداء.
Yeah, kill them all. Exterminate them. Exterminate them all. Kill every one of them. Exterminate them all. You know, these are his allies, the left, are people who for a decade have talked about microaggressions and safe spaces and, hey, don't misgender anyone and use my pronouns, she, her, they, them, she, her. And if you don't do that, that's triggering. And I need a safe, like people who have found reason to be offended and upset by nothing. Here's a guy who says, kill them all, exterminate them all, get them all, death to them all. He says it to 10,000 people, and wouldn't you know it, the next day that someone shoots up a Jewish school and someone torches with a Molotov cocktail a Jewish synagogue. And he's roaming the streets. And why not? Because, as Mélanie Joly herself says, hey, Jews, can you just split the difference? Like, come on, guys, have a détente. Hey, here's a really good idea. Let's have the people who want to kill the Jews, Hamas, it's right there in their Hamas charter, and let's have the Jews, and to have a really neutral moderator here, let's choose the dictatorship of Qatar that has been housing the Hamas leadership for the last decade. Canada agrees with France's president on the need to work for a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war, said Foreign Minister Mélanie Joly Thursday. Oh, really? It's the first time a leading Canadian government official has embraced the term ceasefire as Israel's ground and air assault on Gaza continued more than 4 weeks after the October 7th Hamas incursion into Israel triggered the war. It was just an incursion, guys. We're not going to say what happened in the incursion. Is that what it was? They raped women. They kidnapped 200 people. They put babies alive into ovens and cooked them to death. They cut off body parts. They gouged out eyes. They raped women so brutally they broke their pelvises. They murdered family members in front of each other, raped them in front of each other, and took 200 of them back to Gaza, including children less than a year old. But the Toronto Star calls that an incursion. Hey, guys, we need a ceasefire. Look, they had an incursion. Okay, granted, they had an incursion. But you guys have to come together. You have to have a heart-to-heart. Imagine after 9/11, in the smoldering wreckage of the Twin World Trade Center, Twin Towers, if someone had said, hey, guys, I think you need to sit down with Osama bin Laden in a room, and we'll have a moderator. Maybe Iran will be the moderator, maybe Qatar. And you guys just have to, ceasefire for now, okay? And you guys just got to work this out. Oh, hi, everybody. Did you know that every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, we have a live stream where we talk about the news of the day, go over viral videos, hot tweets, hot takes, and we read your comments. In fact, if you make what's called a super chat or a rumble rant of $5 or more, we'll read your comment on the air and respond to it. I've been doing a lot of these live streams lately, but when I'm not here, my friends Sheila Gunn-Reid and David Menzies do it too, and they are way more fun than me. But either way, it is a good show, and it's a way to stay up to date with the news of the day in short, snappy updates. It's not scripted, it's a live stream, and it's fun. You can always watch us on Rumble on YouTube, or just go to rebelnews.com. That's every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern. See you there.
The winter chill is setting in all across the country, including here in Alberta. You might be able to see my breath. But I've got a solution for that annual problem. It's here on the billboard behind me. Now, normally this billboard tells travelers on Alberta's busiest highway, Highway 2, just south of Edmonton, about our latest causes, our fights for freedom, or books we've published. Today, it's inviting you to join us for some fun in the sun. We're talking about the Rebel News Cruise, a week-long Caribbean cruise departing March 23rd. With your favorite Rebel personalities, including me, Ezra Levant, Alexa Lavoie, David Menzies, and many more. And of course, the Woman of the Year Freedom Convoy leader, my friend Tamara Leach. We depart from Fort Lauderdale. From there, we go to the Bahamas, Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, and then Mexico. And we're not just bringing your favorite Rebel personalities, we're bringing along some of your favorite thinkers and people you see interviewed all the time on Rebel News. But if you're thinking about booking the cruise, get off the fence and make a decision, because this billboard receives 1.3 million monthly impressions, which means the cruise will fill up fast, and I don't want you to miss it. For all the details about the Rebel News Caribbean Cruise, please go to rebelnewscruise.com. And let's sail away from Trudeau's frosty winter for a week together. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn-Reid.